If you are using Google Analytics 4 as your main marketing analytics platform, it's definitely very valuable to send the quiz funnel data that you get by using Blueberry to Google Analytics 4 for a better overall insight on how your quiz funnels are performing. Blueberry dashboard is giving you everything you need to know on how to optimize your quiz funnels, but it's very isolated. So if you want to see the quiz funnel performance by a different source or per device or country, that's not something that's in your Blueberry dashboard, but it's something that you can do if you send your quiz funnel data to Google Analytics. And I will show you how to do that in this video. And to do this, we'll navigate to the integration sections and we'll use the Google Tag Manager integration, and you can click on download configuration here, and then you have to add your GA4 measurement ID, which you can of course find in your Google Analytics account. Go to data streams, specific data stream, and here you'll find your measurement ID. So paste that in here, and then you can download the configuration. And what this does, this downloads a JSON file that you can import in your Google Tag Manager container. So you have everything immediately set up, so you don't have to manually add individual events. And now that we've downloaded our Google Tag Manager configuration, we will go to Google Tag Manager itself and navigate to admin. And within the account settings, not within the account settings, and over here in the container settings, you can import a container. Of course, you need to choose the container file, which in this case is Blueberry GTM configuration, which is a JSON file. You need to choose your workspace. So of course, choose the workspace that you are working with. In our case, it's a GA4 example that we are using. Now, this is an important step. Never override your container. Always merge your container. Because what override will do is it will switch the content that's in your current container for the content that's within the new container. And of course, we want to merge that data. We don't want to get rid of all your existing container data. So please be aware of that setting. And in here again, we're going to override conflicting tags, triggers, and variables. And in here, you already see that we are adding some data layer variables, some events, and some tags. So add to workspace. Within the variables, so every interaction in the browser in a quiz funnel can be sent towards the data layer. And with these variables, we sort of capture the value of it, and we can use it further into Google Tag Manager and also into Google Analytics 4. Of course, we also need some triggers as well. And lastly, the tags, and these are the Google Analytics GA4 event tags that we are using right there. And in here, you'll find all the different event parameters like your advisor ID, question name, the answer that is being given within the quiz funnel. So all the data that you need to send to Google Analytics. And of course, the last thing you need to do is to preview it, to test it out, and to submit your container. So I'm in a live container right now, and I'm going to quickly preview to see if everything is working correctly. Indeed, this is the GoCups example environment, and I'm going to launch one of my live advisors, and I'm just answering the questions. Just run through it, looking for the perfect cup, and these are my results. Okay, and if I now go back to the tag assistant, I indeed see all the different, let me get myself out of the way, all the different Blueberry events that are now also being sent towards Google Analytics 4. So in this case, I have a question viewed, I have an answer submitted, another answer submitted, and I also have the results viewed. And in here, you can also quickly check which events and which values are being sent towards Google Analytics. Just to give you an example, this is indeed the answer submitted. And I see in here the answer value and this one is in Dutch, but it's a small cup. And that was one of the answers that I gave within the quiz funnel. One last important thing to mention, if you go into your quiz funnel, when you add a question, you have the possibility to give it an internal name, and that internal name corresponds exactly with, in this case, your question name. So that's the internal name, the parameter value that is being sent to GA4. And the same goes for your answer value. Let me go into Blueberry again. When I go into the flow settings, this is where I can change these internal names. So in this case, the internal name, big cup, medium cup, these are all the values that are being sent towards your third-party integration, not just for Google Analytics, but for everything. So to keep it clean and not get long answers and long values within your integrations, it's very valuable to make these just short, sweet, make them make sense for yourself, but also keep them clean. So I think that's everything you need to know about how to send your quiz funnel data actually to Google Analytics 4 by using Google Tag Manager setup. Good luck with the implementation. If you need me, please just give a heads up.